proven to be not worthwhile.
Yeah,
This is like a ye old fighter pilot thing. The idea was if you cut off their legs at the knee, then the blood flow to the top of the head is a shorter path.
Oh.
So you could actually survive more G-forces in the plane.
That is insane.
That's where it comes from. It's not true. Don't do it.
I'm glad Nintendo, took a page out of Urban Legends book and amputated all of their anthropomorphic characters. But anyway, we're going to be hopping over to the opening of our set here between BlueWhiteStatic and Kaen. Kaen, I believe, on the Falco, BlueWhiteStatic on the Pikachu. And hey, they are self-admitting they're a rat. Gym Rat is their tag, and they know exactly what they're talking about.
They are going all in on the branding here. BlueWhiteStatic, that just sounds like a T-jolt to me. Kaen, however, getting that first stock. Great snipe out there saying, I don't care about your matchup. Hold these Tims.
And now we're going to see BlueWhiteStatic try to respond back with, all right, hold these multi-hits. I'm not getting hit by anything. Wow, quick attack interrupted by laser. Kind of funny interaction, but still going to make their way back to ledge. Your up tilt's going to whiff and no punish on the up B.
I did really like the spacing of the up tilt there. It was in a situation where even though that's a -12 on shield move, BlueWhiteStatic is nowhere near the opportunity to even shield that. You're just trying to come back to stage, so the risk reward, super worth it.
Just that Pikachu's so small that he ended up not getting clipped this time around. Wow, Thunderjolt on the right platform. A small battlefield gets challenged with the Rising Mare. 126% here on Kaen, looking for some kill option. Finally, the dash attack's going to take it, only 37% behind.
Yeah,
BlueWhiteStatic still very much in the game.
Not such a bad situation to be in. We see the noobs trying to come out there from BlueWhiteStatic, ends up dropping the grab, ending up on the wrong side of Kane's character model. Good SDI with the mix-up there. And there's that T-jolt pressure. You can see, even though the reflector comes out, which is a potent tool that forces Pikachu to get kind of close, you still have to deal with that RPS on the approach, and it's very threatening from Pikachu.
You very much do, and again, Kane's been earning and solidifying all of these hits to confirm pretty insignificant damage across the board. Barely surviving that back here, but it seems like, the Pikachu advantage of barely getting hit and getting out of these combos a lot more often is not really coming into play right now. Kane's just kind of putting him through the works.
Kaen going for hard reads as well on the recovery. It's another case of risk-reward. Tried to catch that up special onto stage, and as a result, when it didn't work out, it does mean BlueWhiteStatic gets to come back for free, but if you get that right just a single time, you take the stock. So it's kind of worth it in this situation. Ugh.
Now we're getting some quick attack chip damage too. Whip punish on that up B, running straight into this down tilt though. Love to see those fast and fun burst options come out. Try and take a stock wherever you can get it. But BlueWhiteStatic now living to 140%, committing to a hard read of his own, trying to charge up that forward smash to catch the Falco side beat. And we're just running around down tilting. Running it around and down tilting. Eventually he was able to pick up the stock, but wow.
They actually had the positioning right on the second one there, just went the wrong way. Nice attempt there on the parry into the nair, but no, BlueWhiteStatic's just gonna get out of there. That's the benefit of having two up specials instead of one. Nice jab reset into the down smash. I think for damage because I didn't think the forward smash was going to kill. However, catching the jump in the corner, taking that stock, evening things up. BlueWhiteStatic only down 20% after a reset attempt with that up smash isn't going to connect.
Yeah, Kaen wasn't happy with that. Went for the double up tilt and immediately tried to charge an up smash at low percent instead of continuing any sort of stringer combo. Now we're going to get that dash attack parry, but it's going to be a back air out of shield. Pikachu disadvantage does not exist.
Hold up, this is turning around. Once again, BlueWhiteStatic getting that neutral opener, looking so poised in those neutral scrambles. That's a place where Kaen is going to struggle inherently because of the character, and now just struggling again against this chip damage you were pointing out.
Here we go, later hit of down air, running straight up into this grab up there. The laser follow-up is not going to hit. Extremely even percent scoop with the up tilt as a forward air. All about the positioning here. What's the offstage game going to be? Going to make it back. Oh no! Drifting away! And then having to hold that pressure from down air, getting spiked straight down to the blast zone to wrap up that first game. Despite Kaen looking like he was kind of the upper hand for majority of that first game. BlueWhiteStatic able to capitalize. Like you said, the offstage game for Falco in the Pikachu matchup is just really, really rough. And the fact that he decided to overcommit, trying to pressure off stage, went a little too far, thinking, oh, I can just up you back to stage like you can in most matchups.
Bro,
Pikachu is not letting you have that. Not letting you do that.
The slow-mo is killing me.
He's not. He's
But
not. Okay.
He
He's
actually up-specialed one time that game. And that is all it took.
That's the one time he got spiked.
That's brutal. Okay, ended up, I think, on the wrong stage here. maybe a little bit of a reset of the mental opportunity for Kaen to think about what he's done wrong. How dare you accidentally miss the ledge once?
Yeah, you can see like the pressure release there from BlueWhiteStatic as well.
Yeah.
Being like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that worked.
It was great punishment as well. You're waiting for that. That's an easy win con that you have in the back pocket for the whole game.
Right.
But to then be able to immediately recognize it and deliver in what was kind of an awkward angle for Pikachu to jump off and get that just right.
Yeah.
Because if you run all the way to the edge and jump off, your drift back isn't going to quite work. So you have to like preempt it.
Right. And you know, notably, as you mentioned, I'm sure most Falco players know they don't want to be contesting Pikachu off stage if they can help it. But with the advantage that Kaen had for majority of that game, feeling confident on just one interaction to change the pace of everything, and it did, just not in his favor.
Yes. Oh, we're seeing a little bit of a mix-up there from Static, going for those back airs in neutral. Doesn't end up working out as Kaen gets the first combo. But we've seen that a lot, and we saw in the last game that it wasn't enough.
That's right, we're going to be running it back to small battlefield as well. Both players saying, yeah, the stage is totally fine. Kaen absolutely knows that he can do it, just can't make those mistakes.
Down tilt super important for Kaen in the matchup. We saw it coming out there. We saw it coming out in the last game, and that's because of that pancaking. But as I'm talking about that, the pancake is absolutely running over Kaen. 80% goes for the forward smash, which probably would have killed with how light Falco is. He has to be so careful.
Yep, finally trying to barely make it back to center stage there with the quick attack.
No jump.
And Kaen right again trying to follow up, trying to push this stock till the end of it. But as we're seeing, kind of what we saw before as well with BlueWhiteStatic living to 140%. The maneuverability that Pikachu offers and how tiny he is just sometimes means that it's troublous for Falco to get the kill, which means that we're seeing down tilt, like you mentioned, is a much stronger option. But that can come off as a little slower, requires a little bit more of a hard read. It's a delicate balance here to have to play with.
Absolutely. One of the benefits you get, of course, is that disjoint. That is something that Pikachu is going to struggle against. Those big buttons. Oh, no, not again. Okay, we're safe. We're safe.
We're okay.
He was far enough under the stage that he couldn't get there to get the punish. Maybe a drop zone back air, but that becomes risky.
That's right, that's right. Okay, raw side B. Pick him up, send him to the skies with that up air follow-up. Sometimes you just got to let your kill options rip, right?
Yeah, just
you run back and forth long enough, you're like, I'm going in.
Look, we all play Beyblades at some point. You just got to let them rip.
3, 2, 1, baby.
That is something that I feel like BlueWhiteStatic has been a little bit more consistent on than Kaen. Kaen going for those up smashes in neutral sometimes, trying to catch the up specials, and it's really just been getting him chipped out.
Right. It's also fun to see sometimes when BlueWhiteStatic is a little further behind than he'd like to be. He resorts to quick attack chip damage alongside the
just annoy them.
Yeah, which is really funny because it does a lot more than just a couple of percent. The mental damage is definitely significant, but oh my goodness, Kaen is not going down right now. Could not touch him, going for that down smash charge to hopefully beat out the quick attack. We're still going to see BlueWhiteStatic make it back to center stage, but how are we going to pick up this kill? Dash attack's going to whiff, drag down fair doesn't connect. What are we looking at here, Lentini?
I think we're looking at a dash attack. That is the dream scenario for BlueWhiteStatic. However, a jump into the forward air, that worked in the last game, it might as well work in this game. You're playing a space animal, you like to be in the air.
Okay, now we're going to up throw, that'll do it. All on its own, but I mean, hey, when your Falco is at 170%, hopefully you're cleaning up your plate sooner rather than later. Now we're at 69.7% here for BlueWhiteStatic. A pretty significant deficit, but we saw the opening of this game was such an incredible advantage state for Pikachu, and that's just kind of what Pikachu does. Right? We got almost up to 80% off of effectively one major winning interaction. Yeah, so BlueWhiteStatic can definitely bring us to that point yet again.
It's been such a back and forth throughout this set. I don't even know who's supposed to be seated higher here. You expect at this point in the bracket that it's going to be pretty one-sided, so I don't know what the seeders have been up to today, but they gave us a pretty good match to start out this game.
Yeah, an absolute banger on game one. You love to see it. Now we're trying to see Shark underneath a little bit with all your active frames for these small battlefield platforms. Dash attack to catch the Falco. Side B looking for another one, but ended up landing on the right platform. Got scooped up by the up tilt, lands into the up smash, and Kaen is up once again.
88% though. This is a situation where you can absolutely get cheesed out of your stock. Can't go low, forced to recover high. I love that double side B as well, but no big combo coming out of it. Slightly off on the down air timing as well.
Yeah, BlueWhiteStatic was actually charging forward smash in the opposite direction before he got clipped by that side B. I think he was expecting a hard commit to a roll read and ended up getting hit with a combo starter instead, and now it's going to put him 33%. Gets an up tilt to scoop. Thunder will not connect, but the rising nair will catch the air dodge. How do we close out this stock though? Looking for that forward air, looking for that downer. The last hit of down smash. That was basically an anti-air down smash. Oh my goodness.
I love how every time we start talking about the kill options for Pikachu, BlueWhiteStatic finds a different option.
A new one spawns in.
This character has so many ways to outplay you and force a kill, and that is something that Kaen is struggling to deal with because that mental stack is huge because he's thinking about all the same things we are.
That's right, that's right. Ooh, Downer's gonna whiff though. We're getting whiff punished with that forward tilt. Push closer and closer to ledge. This is exactly what BlueWhiteStatic wants. Get a fantastic combo starter going. Try to get some, combo extensions on platforms. Just get a nice down throw fair. Challenges the air-to-air, gets hit with the down air, but we're relatively even percent here, Lentini.
Yes, we are the comeback king. BlueWhiteStatic living up to the namesake, throwing out those T-Jolts, making it hard for Kaen to come in. We see another Phantasm attempt. No dice this time, and now it is the slow game. I've got 2 minutes to play with, and I'm going to use all of them.
I like that Kaen isn't even committing to Reflector deal with T-Jolt. It's just going back full screen and forward tilting them away.
Yes.
And it's like, all right, you gotta approach me. I do something else because that's way less of an active frame commitment compared to the down B. I like that. We have the Phantasm to pick up. The forward doesn't quite end up connecting though. They're both sitting in shield on left platform before Kaen decides to disengage. Oh, able to pick it up with the back air, and immediately we're gonna try to run this back. Try to run back. Was it going to game 3?
That's all it takes. Just a simple moment of hubris in neutral. You thought you were safe. You thought you could box with Falco because it was working before. But this time around, look at this opener right here as he hard whiffs that up smash.
But he low profiles underneath
calculated.
the T-Jolt.
That was to avoid the T-Jolt.
Oh my goodness. We love hurtbox shifting. We love Smash Ultimate.
Beautiful.
My goodness. And of course, we look at that final kill, so confirmed setup here as well. Land with the later hits that dare. Finish it off with the back air. Nice and easy as we're going to game 3. Look at another small battlefield pick. I wouldn't be surprised. Both players have taken the game here. Both players feel pretty confident. The immediate opening there was just like, yo, run it back. Kane's like, yo, run it back. Like, same bends, Like, oh, Hall Bastion. We go Hall Bastion? Love me some Yoko Shimamura. Let's do this.
It was interesting seeing that down air at the end coming out when it did, because that is such a powerful punish tool for Falco, but it hasn't really been a factor yet until that moment. You could call it conditioning or maybe a situation of just like, you've got so many moves to work with, so many things in your mental stack that you just remember in the moment, wait a minute, down air's broken.
We saw it go for a couple, like, attempted kind of like, bounce combos, but yeah, Pikachu on the smaller side, a lot hard to hit with the down air. Totally understand why you want to limit the usage of that tool until the time is right. Ooh, later hits a back air into dash attack, solid 25% get started. Quick attack, got mixed, ended up down tilting the wrong way. Fantastic whip punch there from BlueWhiteStatic to really push us up with a strong lead to start us off here in game 3.
Man, Kaen just getting out of there, using an active hop to escape. That's a new one. Bro was mashing the jump button out of shield, and now hold these up air bridges. Pikachu has them, but so does Falco.
That's right. Falco's no slouch when it comes to an insane combo game. Even if Pikachu's pancaking, even if he's hurtbox shifting and he's a lot smaller, even if he's a rat, he's still
just a little rat.
Things.
He is but a rat.
Down out of shield does get punished with the Nair. Cashian Phantasm with another Nair. Trying to roll onto center stage here. Nice. Get the Tomahawk. Up throw. Looking for that up air to keep on sharking. Pikachu's gonna be able to make it out.
This is down air percent. You got to be so careful. Woo! That up smash was never going to hit.
Hey, if he jumped.
If he jumped and held forward.
And now we're T-Jolting, trying to create some space. Make it opening to return to center stage. This is exactly what BlueWhiteStatic would need. Forward air get us started. Now the offstage game. Falco doesn't want to be here, but lets the forward air fastball rip a little too early. We can see Kaen able to Phantasm to make it back.
Now we see that reflector coming out. Just reminding BlueWhiteStatic, you can't do that from full screen. I do have an option to shut it down, making it a little bit harder for WhiteStatic to get the game plan going. Now trying to jump over, trying to be tricky and not predictable, but unfortunately got clipped by that T-Jolt, and look how much pressure has come out of that tiny mistake.
With the Falco down tilt, just barely outrages the Pikachu forward tilt. Oh, and it goes right back to Kane's advantage state. Great whip punish on the Phantasm, the forward tilt again. I was looking for a Trump back air, and that is finally going to do it. BlueWhiteStatic take this first stock. That was quite the scramble for the first kill here.
It was. Oh, not able to quite get that down tilt to close it out. It was close. Oh,
all right, keeping our distance.
Oh, we are nooching.
Yeah, we are T-Jolting away, keeping our distance. Again, BlueWhiteStatic doesn't want to take any trades here, doesn't want to worry about anything up here at 143% play it safe. Down tilt, get the trip, down throw. Oh, tech on that right lip of Hollow Bastion. Still trying to chase in the air, you're getting down tilted for your troubles, and Kaen evened it up. All of that precision for BlueWhiteStatic only led to 13%, but hey, that's better than nothing.
Well, make that 13% an even 47 here, and almost more as BlueWhiteStatic, rather than going for the ledge trump that time because of the positioning, goes for the nair instead, resetting, trying to play an option select, but Kaen just narrowly squeaking through the forward smash and the T-Jolt.
Now he's getting lasered out. He's got a T-Jolt of his own. Rising reverse nair. Okay, setting Pikachu off stage. What's the ledge trap going to be here? Looking for that roll read. A little slow on the tomahawk grab. Gets a downward angled forward tilt. No dash grab to follow up and returning to this T-Jolt mid-range that BlueWhiteStatic definitely would seem to appreciate. Landing nair doesn't get challenged either. Finally, quick attack in to start something big.
Yeah, we finally saw a grab attempt come out from Kaen as well, and I think had a little bit of snapback and accidentally did a pivot grab. That is something that has not been very common from Kaen. We're not seeing the grab game come out, which means that BlueStatic gets to hold shield a lot if you notice that weakness in the game plan. However, those down airs, they're still juicy.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And now we see BlueWhiteStatic getting a little hungry, too. Coming into a forward smash read that wasn't quite successful, but an almost 50% advantage. Means that BlueWhiteStatic still in a pretty good position. Finally close out this stock with a dash attack here. Only one stock remaining here for Kaen. Has to work his way up just a little bit before he can get Pikachu in a very comfortable kill range. And in the meantime, you have to hold all these trades from all the active frames that Pikachu's got going on. It's not a great spot to be in if you're Kaen right now.
That was a very scary spot to be in. Kaen for just a second. Had the jump, so was able to get back to stage. Unfortunately, gets the sour down air. That would have been a kill confirm. 97%. You've got to do it all over again, and the rat is so slippery. Another attempt at the down air, and once again, getting punished. This is going all sorts of wrong for Kaen.
Yeah, this is definitely becoming BlueWhiteStatic's game at this point. Zoning him out with these T-Jolts, doesn't care about the reflector, definitely has the position down to hold any sort of response, dash attack to get Kaen off stage yet again. Looking for a forward tilt, here's an up tilt. We're looking at a kill option here really soon. Lentini, I can feel it in my bones.
I think you might be right. This is the setup. You've got the off stage, you've got the opportunity from the corner, misses the F-tilt timing, jabs to just get this bird off of him and reset the neutral. One more opportunity.
He's looking for it, almost definitely overlapped in percent at this point. Kaen has far beyond an uphill battle to really fight at this point. It's just survival mode for the next 2 minutes if he can make it. But oh my goodness, get a landing fair here, send Pikachu off stage. You don't want to challenge that. We're seeing him back up, knowing what went wrong last time, but holding that edge has been so good for Kaen to close out this next stock. 147% though, Lentini.
Just barely with the tip of the beak, and what an unfortunate way for it to end after you worked so hard to claw that back to a last stock, to get sniped by a T-Jolt, to buffer an air dodge, probably was trying to go to ledge and buffer a roll, but because that buffer window is so large, you press it a little bit too soon, and you just air dodge into the blast zone.
Man, that's such a fun matchup to watch, actually. I was surprised to see how many layers of like, oh, my tool kind of interacts with your character in this way, your tool interacts with my character this way. I really like the very particular forward tilting T-Jolts instead of reflectoring T-Jolts, because we already were seeing that BlueWhiteStatic was kind of pre-positioning for reflected T-Jolts.
Yes.
So he's like, you know what, I'm going to make you jump and make you feel weird about it, because I'm just going to forward tilt, nothing's going to happen. Now you're jumping by yourself, you know, mid-range away from me, gives me more opportunity to try to run up on you, instead of having to hold. Reflector's got a lot of, you know, you gotta go through recovery as the shine actually
so tragic.
Yeah, it's tough. Getting clipped right there. Ooh.
Yeah, you were definitely.
And then the panic air dodge too. I think it up would have made it, but
I think that was buffered for the roll onto stage. That Falco's double jump is so fast that if you're trying to buffer the roll, especially since you know that you have that massive buffer window, you might as well hit it early in most cases. It looked like the T-Jolt wasn't going to hit you. And the downside is if you do that,